Initiating login sequence. Welcome to Alyx's world.
Welcome to Alyx's world, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx. Just Alyx. This is my NXT TakeOver Portland review, results, highlights, recap, whatever you want to call it, broadcast. We're talking nothing but NXT TakeOver Portland. We're going to talk about the matches, whatever happened in between the hours of 6 p.m. to 9, or in your case, 7 to 10, whenever the hell you watch the show. Oh, super chats already. Let's go.
So, loud enough for you? Although I will admit Portland wasn't very creative with the chant.
Aaron Sherwood, thank you for the donation. Apparently he was there live. The crowd was amazing. I thought the crowd, yeah, I agree, the chants could be a little bit more creative, as you said, but exciting crowd. Love the energy. Matter of fact, we should go back there a second time. You guys have earned a second takeover. Congratulations, Portland. I'm proud of you. But yeah, we're going to talk about NXT TakeOver, everything from top to bottom. And as always, if you like what I have to say and you want more, do me a favor. Like the video, subscribe, click that bell, help make this video go viral, help everyone see it, and help me get to 30,000 subscribers. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following. Liking me on Facebook, following me on Twitter at VX1, Alyx's World. You can also give me a follow on Instagram. You can donate using PayPal, Patreon, or follow the lead of Aaron Sherwood and donate through Super Chat. Email me for business inquiries or just to say hi at justalyxsworld@gmail.com. But most importantly, don't forget to buy yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. We got the old school Deluxe Man t-shirt for all you old school fans, including new t-shirts from Alyx's World made by Knox and Ashton from Twit. Wow, thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. So before we get started, I want to take this time to say thank you. Thank you to all of my fans who has helped make this channel very successful. I think it's successful. Some people might say I should have more subscribers. We can debate that all day. I am grateful. I am grateful for where I am. I am grateful for all the people who donate on my streams. I am grateful for the subscribers. I am grateful for the ability to be up here live talking to you. And for that, I just want to take this time to show appreciation to the people who have donated, who have watched me, who have supported me for such a long time. So let's start things off with the cover artists and the t-shirt designers. As I've said before, I want to thank TwitWow. That's Ashton and John for helping design my t-shirts. And Knox, who is amazing. Such a talented artist who makes all the covers, or at least the live stream covers that you see. The cover art, that goes to Mark Studio, wherever he wants to call himself. I want to thank him as well. Always going out of his way to help a little guy like me make my channel look good. So give them all a follow. I'm going to put all their links to their social medias and their YouTube channels down below in the description. But let's not leave out the most important people here. That is the moderators. I want to say thank you to Elias Ademi, Ultra Shadow 97, and the newest member of the team, Firestar Heart. Firestar Heart is, in my opinion, one of the most passionate fans on my channel. I would be stupid not to give him this opportunity to help build and expand the brand. He also has his own YouTube channel, so give him a look. Might like what he has to offer. And I would be remiss if I did not talk about the donors of 2019. I said this before, but I have to say it again. It's worth noting a second time. In 2019, I received a total of 2,013 donations from all the people you see here on the list. Now, I'm assuming I missed a couple, but 2,013 donations. Incredible. And I would be so ungrateful if I didn't thank them here. So thank you to all the following: Aaron Sherwood, Aston Gamer, Awesome Conspiracy, Axel Bonella, Bradley Xavier, BW Rosa, Devlin Husband, DDT Shydale, who is currently the king of all donations. He's donated the most, but Aaron's catching up. Eddie Lamb Music, Jeribert Green, Spinosaurus A, Micah Does It, Mr. Michael Law, Notorious MMA 16, Nickname My, Oh Yeah Mr. Krabs, Paul Jackson 1988, Planet Jardarius, Rachel Buck, Sam P. Boone, Styx, Shane McKeever, and Undisputed Era. So, thank you all. So, I want to say, again, thank you. Let's get to 30,000 subscribers in 2020. We can do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the show now. Let's talk about the pre-show and everything that happened on that show, because there were a couple of things noteworthy there. The first thing I do want to cover real quick is Kathy Kelly. So Kathy Kelly recently put in her notice to leave WWE. Why she's leaving? I hear that it's nothing personal. I hear it's got nothing to do with, maybe she got into a heated argument with someone like the former president's George Barrios. Nah, it's not a George Barrios situation. I think, and from what I read, this is probably what it is. She's burnt out. She's burnt out. The WWE schedule is hectic. It's ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. It is one of the most unforgiving schedules you could ask for. And anyone that decides to work for WWE, you're in for a world of, I don't want to say misery and pain, but probably. It's rough. Some people might say it's rewarding, but it's sad to me that the only time these performers, and I say performers as in not just the wrestlers, the commentators, the backstage announcers, these performers get breaks when they get injured, when they get hurt. Sometimes when they get hurt, they're like, oh, thank God, I get to go home and relax, catch a breath. But, Kathy Kelly, in my opinion, she was one of the best announcers they had in the entire WWE. Under Renee Young, of course, but I'm going to miss her. I think she had a very strong spirit. But if she feels like she could be doing better things, as in like hosting her own show, which she could absolutely do. Maybe she wants to accomplish that first. Go ahead. I will support her no matter what she does. Quite frankly, she can always come back. She can always come back. Go do you. Go be happy. There is absolutely no reason why you should be obligated to stay with WWE. If you feel like your talents could be better used elsewhere, hey, I'm telling you. Go do you. Go be happy. You can always come back. So, I wish Kathy Kelly luck in everything that she does. Also on the pre-show, we had Sam Roberts, Charlie Caruso, and Mansoor, the Saudi Arabian, the guy from Saudi Arabia that always gets pushed every time they go over there to Saudi Arabia. He was on the pre-show. This is my first time hearing him talk on the microphone and show a personality. And oh my God, he's fucking awesome. Like, what? Like, you get a certain it factor from him the moment he starts speaking. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. Like, this guy has something. And I love that he was feeding off the boos that Sam Roberts was getting. No one likes Sam Roberts. So that was a good position to be in. It was good to see him, get a taste of him. So going forward, I say give him a shot. Like, let's get him on TV a little bit more. Give him some more promos. Let's see what he can do. Don't just save him from Saudi Arabia. Screw that. No one watches the Saudi Arabia shows. No one. Let's have him featured more on NXT. Have him go after the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Couldn't hurt, right? I want to see more of Monor. He's good. He seems to be good. So, going into the show, I said, this has the potential to be either the best or one of the best NXT shows ever. I wasn't wrong. It was definitely one of the best. This show was outstanding. For a 3-hour takeover, it went by really fast. It didn't feel like 3 hours at all. It felt like a regular takeover. Seriously, I was expecting this, to me, I was expecting to feel a little long because it's usually not 6 matches. It's 5 or 4 matches and we're gone. No, this was a strong 6-hour show. 6-hour show. Sorry. That's WrestleMania. That's coming in April. This was a strong 6-match show that was 3 hours, but it felt 2 hours. So, a testament to all the performers on this show. You all did amazingly well. However, when it comes to match of the night, we got 2 matches in competition for that. I have to choose, don't I? Fuck. Okay, so we'll choose at the end of the show. Give me some time to make a decision. It's gonna be hard to choose though, because the matches that are in contention for match of the night could also be considered a match of the year candidate or match of the year candidates. So let's get this party started. NXT TakeOver Portland. First match, North American Championship. Keith Lee versus, please don't say Diamond Dijakovic. It's Dominic Dijakovic. I was getting ready to say Diamond Dijak. Dominic Dijakovic. If you were to ask me, Deluxe Man, what is your favorite big man match in WWE history? I would not be able to tell you. As someone who, I'm not the biggest fan of the slow, proddy big man matches that WWE does. Has been known to do. Every once in a while, we'll get a good match, like Big Show and Braun Strowman. But in terms of pure big man matches, there haven't been a lot that impressed me in WWE. And then this match happens. When I tell you, this is the best big man match to ever take place in WWE history, I mean it. This, my friends, was an instant classic. As you would expect. Keith Lee and Dijakovic, I got it right, they've been having nothing but outstanding matches on TV. This was their best match so far. Yeah, this was their best match. I have a whole new perspective on big man wrestling. I loved every second of this match. The things they did in this match were out of this world. There were things they did in this match the smaller guys couldn't do. One of my favorite spots was when Donovan Dijakovic. Dijak. Oh my God, it's Dominic Dijakovic. That guy. I'm just getting his name mixed up. That guy did a Fosbury flop. Yeah, Fosbury flop over the top, right? He comes flipping down over the top rope. Keith Lee catches him. He caught him. I lost my mind when he caught him out of the Fosbury flop. I also lost my mind when Dijakovic, yes, had Keith Lee on the outside. Keith Lee was in a chair like this, just chilling. He was all the way across the freaking arena. Dominic Dijakovic springboarded from the ring all the way over to Keith Lee and killed him. Not really killed him, but absolutely annihilated him. One, if not the best spot of the night. That might have been the spot of the night, honestly. Yeah, it was the spot of the night. I was going insane. A lot of the things they did in this match were just never seen before. Now, I did see one spot before in PWG, the whole Spirit Bomb, Power Bomb, boom, and then Donovan Dijakovic. God damn it, I'm gonna keep messing his name up. Dominic Dijak. God damn it, Dijakovic. Dijakovic pops up out of the Power Bomb and lands on his feet. I've seen it before, but you know what? That spot is just as good. And I love that he sold it. He sold it this time. Like, ugh. But man, this match had everything. You had the power moves, you had the no selling, the high flying. It was one of those matches that I am going to remember for the rest of my life. It was an instant classic. One of the best matches, in my opinion, to ever happen in WWE history in terms of big men. You're not gonna find a better match than this. This was the best big man match ever for WWE. So, A+, classic, without question. So the question is it the best match on the show? There's another match we gotta talk about. That one, I'm not... when we talk about it, we're gonna decide, I promise. But that one, I'm not ready to say is worse than this match yet. We're gonna see. But Keith Lee retains. Who he fights next? That's a good-ass question. Who does he fight next? We'll find out later.
Dominic's name is a tongue twister, you know.
Dominic Dijakovic. Because I keep wanting to say Donovan Dijak. That was his name, but it's Dominic Dijakovic. Okay, we got it. Dominic Dijakovic. Moving on to the second match. Dakota Kai versus Tegan Knox. Street fight. So, I've been waiting for this match for the longest time. I knew these two had it in them to do a takeover. I said at NXT TakeOver War Games, when the heel turn happened, when Dakota Kai turned on Tegan Knox, I said these two should have a match at TakeOver. And it would be one of the best female matches to ever happen in a TakeOver show. Guess what? I was right. This was an outstanding match. The only problem I have with this match is the ending. We'll talk about that in just a second. But this match was outstanding from top to bottom. The storytelling in this match, oh my goodness. First off, Dakota Kai, her selling is out of this world. That woman can sell her ass off. I love the way she sells. She takes bumps like a fucking pro. So, if anything else, you can hate on her her speaking ability, which I don't understand why you would. I think her speaking ability is pretty good. It's not the greatest in the world, but she gets the point across. She's very attractive, but that's beside the point. She's a great performer. And this match showcased that. So she sold her ass off for Tegan. I love the crazy hardcore spots. These two beat the piss out of each other. And you can tell they're best friends, because usually best friends in wrestling hit each other harder than anything else. So they're good friends, which allowed them to be a little bit more rough with one another. The best part of the match, though, well, the best performance of the match, I'm giving to Tegan Knox. Tegan Knox, to me, I always felt she was a little too white bread babyface. You know, like, this woman seems too good for wrestling. She's too nice. And knowing that Dakota Kai tried to end her career, a career that she almost lost in 2017 during the Mae Young Classic. She was out for a year and a half. Or probably a little bit longer than that. But she was out for a long-ass time. And then she came back by hook or crook. She was determined to come back. She came back. And when she comes back, her best friend in the whole world tried to take it away from her. When you have that happen to you, mentally, it fucks with you. So for her to remain the goody-goody two-shoe babyface after that, I don't buy it. So I loved that she was on the verge of snapping. I love that throughout the match, she was doing things to Dakota Kai that scared her. Like when she trapped Dakota Kai's leg into a chair and then she started stomping on it like she was like a freaking maniac. She stopped. She went, oh my God, what have I done? Like, she was like just losing her mind over it. And then when I forgot what happened. She did something to Dakota, and Dakota was like begging her, stop, don't do it. It was like grabbing her by the leg, by her knee brace. And Tegan was just like showing remorse, like, I'm sorry. Like, she didn't want to do it to her because that's her best friend. Like, the acting was amazing. And then the one part that scared the shit out of me was when she put Dakota's head inside the chair and then tried to snap it. I was like, yo, Tegan's going to the dark side. Wait a minute. But see, it makes sense though. Like, that kind of storytelling is what I look for in wrestling. That downward spiral, the point, the snapping point. And I'm watching this match and I'm going, you know what would be really, really cool? If Tegan Knox goes too far. Or is about to go too far and stops. Because that's where my mind was going. Man, if she would have, like, the ending spot was when she got the table inside the ring. She put Dakota Kai on top of it. And then she wrapped her head inside the chair. I'm thinking, ooh, what would have happened if she, like, she's gonna do it. And then she gets off. Like, I can't do this. I can't do it. She jumps off, and then that's when Dakota beats her. Like, that would have made the match a classic. That would have instantly made this one of the best female matches in NXT history. Easily. But that's not what we got. Instead, we get Raquel Gonzalez. The former Rena Gonzalez. Now Raquel Gonzalez. Making a random appearance and proceeds to choke slam Tegan Knox off the top rope. Well, it was supposed to.
I thought that was Sonya for a second, to be honest.
Oh, Sonya Deville? Hey, who knows? What will I say? So, Tegan Knox chokes him off the top, and she's supposed to go through the table. Here's the issue, though. She goes way too high, and so the angle of her fall is completely off, so when she comes down, the back of her head hits the edge of the table, and the table flips forward. I was like, oh my God, I hope she's not injured again. Because that looked like it could have really broken something. It looked nasty. Honestly, it saved the ending spot for me. Because I don't know about y'all, I was not happy when Raquel Gonzalez, okay, I'm not supposed to be happy. I'm not supposed to like her coming out and helping Dakota Kai. I get it. It's part of being a heel. I understand. I'm not saying it didn't do its job. But again, I feel like the match would have been so much more memorable if Dakota would have beaten Tegan Knox by herself. And it could have been done in so many different ways. You could have done it the way I suggested. Tegan is about to go too far, and she stops herself. And Dakota Kai is like, don't do it. Please, don't do it. She shows remorse, and in showing remorse, she loses the match. Which would have easily set up a third match where, in that match, she doesn't show remorse, and she kicks Dakota's ass. Now it's like, okay, we gotta do the typical heel thing where Dakota gets help from somebody because that's what she's supposed to do. She's supposed to get help. She's supposed to have a muscle. I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay. I guess we gotta follow the rules. Follow the rules. 1-on-1, the heel must have a muscle. It's like, oh, God. Like, I'm not saying it was bad. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If anything, this is a nitpick. This is a small nitpick that I'm making a big deal out of. I'm not upset about it to the point where I hate the match. It's still an outstanding match. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, did we have to do the typical 1-on-1 booking? It's just typical. That's all. Like, we had a chance to do something unique here. And instead, we did the typical, alright, who's the mystery muscle to help out the villain? Alright, so, alright. I don't know. To me, it's just like, damn. But, hey, if you ask me, we're definitely going to do a third match between Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai. But what I would do, if I'm not mistaken, since we're going to do the NXT Championship at WrestleMania, not NXT TakeOver Tampa. It's going to be at WrestleMania. Let's do a number one contendership match for the women's title at Tampa, right? Let's have Dakota Kai win that one. And let's have Dakota Kai win the NXT Championship. And then go back to Tegan Knox. That's when we do the third match. And then Tegan takes the championship away from her. We can do that. They're able to do that. This feud would be great for the NXT Women's Championship. It really would be. I thought this was the better female match out of the two anyways. So, alright, let's see what they do with it. I mean, I'm not upset that Dakota has a muscle. I'm just... It's like, it's typical, y'all. Come on. Let's make something else. Let's make it unique. Alright, so next match. Finn Balor, Prince Balor, taking on Johnny Gargano. So, this match is... How do I put this? A lot of the things that this match has can only be appreciated by old school wrestling fans. People who've been watching wrestling for a while. Or love the classic old school matches like Ricky the Dragon Steamboat versus Ric Flair. Or even a little bit of Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit, which was, 20 years ago? So, yeah, okay, still a classic. Those matches that would start slow, would rely more on the characters, rely more on the story happening, and then slowly progress to a climactic finish, right? That's what this match was. They could have easily done what Keith Lee and Dijakovic did, which was have a fast-paced, hard-hitting match from start to finish. They could have done that. They didn't. They decided to have an old-school, slow-paced match at first. Which, to be honest, is exactly what we needed. Because, look, after the Keith Lee and Dijakovic match, we had that street fight. We need the chance to breathe. Alright, we need something as a buffer. And this match was perfect. This was the perfect buffer after those two crazy matches we had. It started off slow, gave the fans a chance to relax, to sit down, take a breather, and then it picked up in the center. Got a little bit faster, got a little bit more daring. And it was, in my opinion, an outstanding match. Now, to some people, this would be the worst match of the night because, and this is how I see it. I don't think modern day fans, and not saying that y'all can't appreciate it, I don't think you do. I don't think you appreciate matches like this because we're so used to the fast paced, high flying, suicide diving, corkscrew flipping, 630 somersaulting, fast pace, 100 miles per hour kind of matches. This was nothing like that. This was pure old school wrestling. And I can already tell there are people in the live chat who thought this was boring. And you have every right to feel that way. I'm someone who grew up appreciating old school, who loves old school. I thought this match was awesome. The story was strong, the characters were strong, and I thought the right guy won. This was an awesome match. Not match of the night, but definitely a match you should go out of your way to watch. Finn Balor wins, which was my prediction. I kind of figured, he just came back. You don't want to kill his momentum already after coming back a few months ago. I would think if anyone's going to beat him, it would be Gargano, but no, let's not do that. So, yeah, Balor won. I'm happy about that. And who he fights at NXT TakeOver Tampa? Who knows? Hell, he might go after the NXT Championship next. It would make sense. Actually, I just found Keith Lee's opponent. Finn Balor versus Keith Lee. We can do that too. Yo, that'd be a hell of a match. That'd be a hell of a match. Let's talk about Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. So, by default, this was the weakest match on the show. Not saying it was a bad match. Matter of fact, it was very good. Very good match. But every other match was outstanding to awesome to classic. This was the only match on the show that was good to great. To me, listen, on any other night, Raw, SmackDown, it'd be probably the match of the night. But since it happened on TakeOver, the standard is higher. So, okay, it was a good match. Very good match. Doesn't mean it was terrible. It's just by default, it was the weakest match of the card. Not every match is going to be a classic. One of these matches had to take the hit, and it was this match. And that's okay. Like, I thought they did a good job. I thought Bianca was great. I thought she shined very well against Rhea Ripley. But you can tell by the midpoint of this match, it was going to go exactly how you thought it was going to go. Rhea was going to win. Honest to God, this is how I feel. I'm happy Rhea won. I'm happy we're doing her and Charlotte at WrestleMania. By the way, Charlotte does come out after the match, attacks Rhea, and makes the announcement that she is challenging for Rhea's championship at WrestleMania. We'll talk about that in a second. But I gotta express how I feel. I feel Bianca, I don't know. I kind of feel like she should have won this. I think she should have won. Not saying she can't win it down the road or be a women's champion in the future. I feel like it would have been better for her to win and we do a triple threat. Not saying that Rhea's an awful champion. Bianca has just worked extremely hard. She has worked extremely hard, and I don't like the fact that she could possibly, potentially, not win the NXT Women's title before she goes up to the main roster. I don't like that. I don't like that. I understand not everyone can win the championship or should win the championship. Bianca is someone who should hold that belt. But, okay. She'll get a championship on the main roster. That's all I'm happy about. But yeah, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte, WrestleMania. Great. I'm already excited. And I'm sorry to everyone saying that Charlotte should not have won the Royal Rumble. We wouldn't be getting this match if she didn't. Sorry. Like, seriously, if Charlotte did not win the Royal Rumble, we would not be doing Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley. So, you can sit here all day and complain about her winning it. She didn't win it, blah, 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 blah. She didn't need to win it. She didn't need to win it. The end justified the means. So, Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania. Can't wait. It's going to be awesome. Oh, boy. So, next is the NXT Tag Team title match. Before I talk about the match, let's talk about what happened before it. So, as you guys know, there was this skit, this buddy com skit they've been doing with Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne. It's been going on since this past Wednesday. It's awesome. Like, these two have such great chemistry with each other. Fucking love it. It's awesome. Matt Riddle is a money maker. We call John Cena the bread maker of WWE. This guy is a living, breathing ATM. I love Matt Riddle. With that said, what they tried to do before the match, having them go out there with the shirts that says, "How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?" Honest to God, if they would have just left it alone with those shirts, we'd be good. No, we had Matt Riddle come out. He gets to the microphone, and then he starts chanting it. "How much fish could Bobby Fish fry if Bobby Fish could fry fish?" Over and over again. And then we had the text in the bottom with the ball bouncing. And then we had the graphic of, like, it was a graphic of Bobby Fish, as a bass or something like that, whatever fish it was. And then he was mouthing the words, and I was just like, no, this was bad. That was so bad. This is the kind of stuff the main roster does. And I was like, NXT, really? This is not you. You overproduced it. You overdid it. I understand. Look, I get it. What Matt Riddle is doing is unprecedented. This guy he's able to take the smallest things and just make work. He's able to take the stuff that usually won't work and make it work. He's able to make chicken salad out of chicken, you know what. this segment, the little mini segment before the show, I thought was horrible. One of the black marks on this show, quite frankly. It stopped it from being what I thought was one of the best takeovers. With that said, and it killed the crowd too, but with that said, the match they had with the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, saved it. Because that match was outstanding. That was an awesome match. I love the gas during the match when
Everyone was laughing in the crowd, honestly.
Well, I'm pretty sure the crowd was cordial enough, was courteous enough to, hey, it was great. The crowd's not going to boo it. And I'm happy they didn't. But it was bad. Like, honest to God, we can still enjoy it. We can still say, hey, we understand what you're trying to do. We appreciate it. But we can still say it was bad. Okay? I'm pretty sure there's some hardcore NXT fan out there. Oh, you say it was bad. I'm pretty sure someone's going to nitpick the hell out of that and then make it sound like I hate the show from that one thing I said. Calm down. But back to what I was saying. The match was awesome. I love the shock moments, the gasp the crowd had when Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle had multiple miscalculations or dysfunctions when they hit each other. I was like, oh no! Oh no! And it made for some awesome near falls. Because I'm like, oh no, they might fuck each other up. Oh, that might fuck each other up. Oh no! But as the match went on, it really helped. It really helped play into the drama. Because it's all about who's the better tag team, right? Well, clearly Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish were a lot more seasoned. Because they weren't making the mistakes that Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle would make, who are from completely different sides of the spectrum. So it would make sense for them to have miscalculations, more than one. Which I loved. I'm like, that makes perfect sense. They would get each other wrong, misread each other, because that's what they do. You would get that mixed up. But at the end of the day, they pulled it together and still won the match, which I thought was an awesome. That pop, that eruption when Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne won the tag team titles. Oh my goodness. Like, that was one of those babyface making pops. So before anyone says that Matt Riddle is not money, watch this match and you will regret what you said and you be ready to eat your crow. So this was an awesome match. Outstanding. Matt Riddle, Pete Dunne. The BroserWeights are your new NXT Tag Team Champs. I'm happy for them. This is going to be an awesome run. I don't see them holding the belts for long, but it's going to be an awesome run. Here's what I do want to say. Not taking anything away from this moment, and I want to see this last as long as possible. Eventually, these two have to break up. And I can guarantee you the one to break it off will be Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is going to be the biggest heel. One of the biggest heels in wrestling when he breaks off with Matt Riddle. Oh, I can't wait for that. That day's going to come. Not yet, but it's going to come. Long time down the road. But these two, oh, love them as a tag team. Go ride this baby as far as you can go. And then once it starts being boring, cut it off, have Pete turn on Matt Riddle, and then it's off to the races with that feud. Alright, so we get to the main event. Tommaso Ciampa, Daddy Ciampa, versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. A belt that Ciampa never lost. He never lost. He gave up the title due to an injury. So let's talk about this match. First off, Adam Cole, baby. If you don't think he is one of the best performers in wrestling today, I don't know what to tell you. This man is a match of the year, match of the night, making machine. Every match he has is top quality. Everything they did in this match. I love the story of Tommaso Ciampa being one step ahead of Adam every single time. Every trick that Adam tried to pull off, Ciampa was ready for a counter. He was ready to counter it. And so I'm sitting here going, ooh, this is becoming a little bit one-sided. You can just tell, like, as the match was going on, like, this is very one-sided. Ciampa's kicking his ass. Is it going to be this way? And then we did the spot where Adam Cole hit a wheelbarrow neck breaker on the edge of the announcer table. Oh my goodness. It was nasty. Like, Ciampa, why are you taking bumps on your neck? Now, he didn't take a bump on his neck. It was actually on his shoulder. But pretend it was on his neck. Why are you taking bumps on your neck? Like, the moment his neck hit that table, it was all Adam Cole after that. Now, Ciampa did have some hope spots. He did make a few comebacks here and there. But Cole hit him with everything. Hit him with a freaking Panama Sunrise on the outside of the ring. But I did like the spot in the middle of the match where Ciampa hits his top rope air raid crash off the top rope, which is what he did at not War Games. It wasn't off the top rope; it was off the cage. But that's how he beat Adam Cole. And so you're thinking, all right, he's gonna beat him with the same move? Nope, he kicked out. And I love that he hit him. Ciampa hit him with the fairy tale ending, which is what he usually does to win matches. That's how he won the NXT title. So when he hit it, it's like he cried. He cried prematurely, like, yes, I'm gonna be champion. I won it, and I love that because it's like he celebrated too early when he pinned him, and Adam Cole kicked out, and that was such a heartbreaking spot. It's like that was just heartbreaking. And so now I'm thinking, uh-oh. See, in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, shit. Is he going to snap and cheat, like get a weapon and stuff? No, we don't do that. Instead, here come the Undisputed Era. I'm like, uh-oh, here we go again. This is a retelling of New York. They're going to all come out. He's going to kick all their asses, right? He's going to kick all their asses. And as they come out, they do hit them with their finishers. And Adam Cole tries to pick up the scraps. But Ciampa fights them off. And then we have a referee bump. The referee gets knocked out. So I'm thinking, uh-oh, what's going to happen here? Time goes by. Ciampa hits Adam Cole with the fairy tale ending again. And then we see Johnny Gargano go out there. As soon as I saw Johnny Gargano, I knew exactly what was happening. I said, this is a heel turn, isn't it? Before I could even get it out, Ciampa crawls to the belt. Gargano grabs the championship, pulls it out of the ring. I said, yeah, he's gonna turn. He's gonna turn on him. He's gonna turn. Boom! Gargano hits him with the belt. He hits Ciampa with the belt. Adam Cole pins him 1, 2, 3. Damn. Ciampa had his moment stolen away from him. He had his moment taken away. Oh my God. Well, it was destiny. It was destiny. We are right back to where we left off last year. We're back to Tommaso Ciampa versus Gargano. Only this time, the roles are switched. And I loved it. I loved this heel turn. This heel turn was fucking awesome. It was amazing. So, before I talk about the heel turn real quick, let's pause. Let's put this over here. Adam Cole is now, he's still your NXT champ, but he is now going to be the longest reigning champ by the time Tampa hits. NXT Tampa, which is the weekend before WrestleMania.
Well, I mean, Ciampa costed Gargano so many times.
And we'll talk about that in just a second, but that's over here. Adam Cole, by the time we reach Tampa, he'll be the longest reigning NXT champ. Which, honestly, if that's what's going to happen, he needs to go ahead and drop that belt. And I love that we're telling the story where each of the members of the Undisputed Era is, losing their belt in different places. Losing their belts in different places. And Cole's going to lose his belt at the next TakeOver, more than likely. I can promise you that. So who should beat him? Who should beat Adam Cole? Baby. I hear some people saying Finn Balor. You know what? I respect Finn. I think Finn should go after the North American title. There's only one person, in my opinion, who should really beat Adam Cole. I think it's time. He's done too much for NXT over the last 3 years, he has been one of the best parts of WWE. I think it's time we give him his time on top. The person I'm picking to beat Adam Cole at NXT TakeOver Tampa Bay is Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream needs to go ahead and get his moment. It's time for Velveteen Dream to have his time on top. It's his time. Velveteen Dream's been way too good. He's done way too much. He has been easily the best character, best gimmick on this show, undisputedly, for the longest time. It's his moment to have at NXT TakeOver Tampa. I don't want to see anyone else win that belt but Velveteen Dream. It's his time. So let's do Adam Cole versus Velveteen Dream. Tampa. He has his match. Alright. So I've already set up. Like what? What is that? I said North American title is Keith Lee and Finn Balor. Okay. NXT Championship is going to be Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream. Okay. I said we have a women's championship contender match. Maybe we do a battle royal. Okay. The women's title match is going to be at WrestleMania, so that's not going to be in the show. Now let's talk about the main event. Let's come back over here to Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. You and I both know this had to be finished. And to be honest with you, I feel like the fact that the feud wasn't finished last year, it's kind of been a hindrance to Johnny Gargano. Because his character has been directionless. For real, like I love Johnny. But I feel like his character has been in chronostasis. You know, it's been in, it's gone nowhere. It's been stagnant for a while. And I feel bad because without question, he's one of the best wrestlers, arguably the best wrestler in NXT. But if he has no story to work with, if he has no reason to exist, it's kind of hard to get invested in him. And you can see the crowd was starting to turn on him anyways. Let's be real, the crowd was booing him tonight. And they were booing him on NXT for weeks now. You got his fans. But the crowd was surely turning on him anyways. Because it feels like that dark cloud was hanging over him. It didn't feel right. This was the right time. This was the right thing to do. They had to turn him heel. They had to turn him heel. Because, I'm sorry, think about it this way. All the things that Ciampa has done to Gargano. Everything. Tried to end his career. Tried to steal his moment. Cost him an NXT title match. Got him to lose his job. Spit on his wedding band. And then Johnny Gargano had to watch this man beat Aleister Black for the NXT Championship. Of course, he's the one that helped him win it. One of the biggest heel victories in NXT history. I love that match, by the way. And now, all of a sudden, when Gargano had his moment to win the title last year, Ciampa came out to give him a hug, and then Gargano loses it. He loses it a year later. A month later. Not even a year later. A month later. He doesn't get a chance to run with it. He loses it immediately. Now, all of a sudden, Ciampa comes back. Not only is he getting a title match again, but people are cheering him. Like, you hear the fans every time he comes out, Daddy Ciampa, Daddy Ciampa, Daddy Ciampa. He has sympathy behind him. People love him. People want to see him win. So now Gargano has to take a back seat. He is no longer the hero of the story. So this son of a bitch, who did all that horrible things, hasn't gotten any kind of comeuppance for it. No kind of comeuppance. That same son of a bitch is not only going to get the NXT title back, but he's going to be the hero of the story? Oh, no. No. That's not how it's going to work. That's how Gargano was thinking. That's how he was thinking. He was like, no. You're not going to be the hero of the story. I refuse to let you be the hero of the story. I haven't forgotten every single thing you've done to me. So what's the best way to get back at him? The one chance he gets to have Gogi back, I'm going to cost him the match. And that's what he did. Gargano betrays Tommaso Ciampa at the most precious time. He was waiting. He was plotting this for a while. The long con. Story's there. Long con. To get back at him. And so, one more time. Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. And you know something? This feud has warranted this match. The match I want to see these two have is Hell in a Cell. Let's do it. Gargano versus Ciampa, Hell in a Cell. And no, there won't be, you win by disqualification. No, screw all that. Like, Rollins and The Fiend destroyed, completely killed the credibility of the match. Gargano and Ciampa can bring it back. This match has warranted Hell in a Cell. It's too personal. It has so much heat. It's so much history. It's going to be a bloodbath. Personally, there's no better match. Hell in a Cell. Hell in a Cell. Ciampa, Gargano, NXT TakeOver, Tampa Bay. Let's go. Let's do it. If you do that match, man, holy crap. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. I really do hope it's a Hell in a Cell match. Please give me Hell in a Cell. But there you go, guys. That's my thoughts. That, my friends, is NXT TakeOver, man. I can't give it more praise than I've already given it. It was an outstanding show that ended with heartbreak. And it's a sign of things to come. Also, I should talk about this too. Apparently, there was a video package.
Was this show on par with New Orleans?
New Orleans was a tad bit better. That was a good question. You guys can answer that below. If you thought this show was just as good as New Orleans. But I thought New Orleans was a tad bit better. Just a little bit. But I was told that one of my tweets was in the video package for Gargano and Finn Balor. So apparently I'm famous now. Woo! Awesome. I'm happy NXT or WWE keeps tabs on me. They kind of have to since they have my mashups. I freaking love this show. It easily one of the best takeovers we've seen. So, I'm going to read some chats now. So, in the chat, what grade do you give the show? And my question to you is, what was your match of the night? Alright, so I said I would pick one. Crap! Keith Lee and Dominik Dijakovic. That's my match of the night. Not saying the main event wasn't a sheer classic either. I'm sorry. That big man match, easily the best big man match I've ever seen in WWE. Easily. So that's getting match of the night for me. It is. So there you go. That's my choice. But I'm asking you guys, what was your match of the night? And what do you feel would be a good grade for this show? Let's see here. We got Sasha Banks in the live chat. What's up, Sasha? It's not really Sasha. Tino Bills gives it an A. Jordan Williams gives it an A. Prince Rockstar gives it an A. Okay. Elias Demi gave it an A+. And he says his match of the night was Keith Lee versus Dijakovic. Martin Braun gives it 9 out of 10, which is an A. Carlos Morinso gives it an A. Sam 3 says the match of the night was Lee versus Dijakovic. Dial J for Josh says match of the night was Finn Balor versus Gargano. See, like I said, old school fans will appreciate Gargano versus Balor a lot more than modern day fans. That's for sure. Adam Ritter says Tegan Knox versus Dakota Kai. Wow.
I still think New Orleans was better too. But at least I got to see a takeover live at least once. I'm definitely watching it again in the morning.
You're gonna love it, dude. With commentary was fabulous. It makes it even better. Firestar Hart, who's one of my new moderators, says the show gets an A+. Oh, wow, okay. gives it the highest grade. Well, the highest grade is an S, so A+ is right below it. Cole versus Ciampa was match tonight for Carlos Marinzo. Kashoot Prince gives it an S, so he's saying it's one of the best shows he's ever seen. Crazy. TLB the Fly Guy says Keith Lee versus Dijakovic was his match of the night, and he gives the show an A. All right. We got another one for Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox from Jojo Lion. Jojo Lion. 98% of the time gives it an A and says Lee and Dijakovic was match of the night. So basically, general consensus is Lee and Dijakovic was match of the night, like me. Let's see here. Ghoul World Order gives it an A-. Anthony Warden gives it an A-. Joseph Winters gives match of the night to Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox. That's really cool. I like that Dakota Kai and Tegan is getting a lot of love because I thought their match was outstanding. If it wasn't for that ending, I would have said classic for sure. That would probably be... If Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox would have had a classic, I would have said this was one of the best shows I've ever seen. For sure. It would then be in contention with New Orleans. Let's see here. Young Deku gives match of the night to Tegan versus Kai. Okay. Let's see here. Sam P. Boone says the main event was match of the night. Cole versus Ciampa with the betrayal of the century. And he gets it an A. Let's see here. Taven gives match of the night to Tegan and Dakota. Ultra Shadow gives match of the night to Balor and Gargano. Okay. He appreciates the old school wrestling. That's good. Bradley Xavier thought Killer Cross would attack Ciampa. Nah, you're going to have to wait for that, buddy. Because you already know Ciampa's going to fight Gargano. So. Let's see here. Malik Hiltz asked me, what are your thoughts on the false finishes? Because he thinks every match is doing too much. I'm not really bothered by it at this point. As long as it ends with a believable finish, I can deal with the kickouts. And it sold very well. So let's see here. Christian Herrera.
What are you expecting from AEW heading into April?
I'm expecting a lot of growth. And a ton of new faces, if anything else. Christian Herrera says his favorite match was Gargano and Balor. So, old school fans will appreciate that match. Let's see. Victor Allen Jones. Ciampa versus Cole was his match of the night, because that was an excellent goddamn match. Let's do a couple more. The Z King says Shocker of the Night was Gargano's heel turn. Gonna be quite interesting seeing them in different roles. I agree. And let's see here. Let me go back a little bit. Let me be sure. I'll catch everybody's thoughts. Let's see. I love this comment from Firestar Heart. He says, I think Velveteen Dream deserves to win the NXT title. And now we get to have the match we were denied last year. Gargano versus Ciampa at NXT TakeOver Tampa on WrestleMania weekend. And that is a great place to end it. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure you like the video. Share it. Comment. Give me your thoughts. If you watched it all, hashtag I watched it all. But most importantly, guys, thank you for making me a part of your day and being here. Congratulations to Firestar Heart for once again becoming my new moderator. Thank you to M Studio for the cover, J Knox for the cover, art, and everything else I talked about. So, you guys have a good Sunday night. If you don't mind me leaving a little bit sooner than usual, I want to go back and watch NXT TakeOver. I want to go back and watch the show again. It was that good. At least a couple of things I appreciated. Thank you for making me a part of your day. This is Alyx, just Alyx, signing out right here in Alyx's world. You guys take it easy. Peace out.